Things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child. Things are gonna be brighter. Someday we'll get it together, then we'll get it all done. Someday when the world is much brighter. Someday we'll walk in the rays of a beautiful sunrise. Someday when your head is much lighter. No, someday, baby. Someday when the world is much brighter and your head is much lighter. Someday we'll get it together and we'll get it all done. Ooh, child. Ooh, Wally Bear. Wally Bear's here with MJ and John Redcorn. Boozhoo kakina e awia. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. How's it going, people? Boozhoo on my knees. Boozhoo! And welcome back to the show. Welcome back to BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO, the podcast about my sweetheart. Get out of here. BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO, a podcast about Ojibwe language. Michael. Yeah, I'm awake. And culture. My name is Natasha. This over here is NANABOOZHOO. Okay, BOOZHOO. This sleepy guy is the rock star cartoonist Michael Lyons. Ikadon BOOZHOO, Michael Lyons. Say hello. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the show. And today, we got such a big show today, sweetie. Do we? Yeah. Today's Tuesday. Nijo Gishakud. The second day, Tuesday. And on Tuesdays, you know what Tuesdays are, don't you, sweetie? It's Dig If You Will, a Picture Day. Dig If You Will, a Picture Day. We don't have that picture of Prince anymore. Dig if you will a picture of you and I engaged in a kiss in an Ojindam. Ojindam. Mwah! A kiss. Or the hottest band in the land, Kiss. Huh, Paul? That's right, Natasha! Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa! Ladies and gentlemen, Paul Stanley. What's going on, Nietzsche? Not much, Natasha. You're going to be teaching the Ojibwe word of the day. That's right. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, whoa, whoa, woohoo. Well, thank you. Nijo Gisha Good, second day. And, it's, Benakwi Jesus. It's October 4th. It is October 4th. I saw a funny joke. Here's my funny joke for today. I went up to a trucker and I said, "Excuse me, trucker, can you tell me the date today?" And he says, 10-4. 10-4, good buddy. And I was like, oh, okay. 10-4. It's the 10th month, the 4th day of the 10th month. Or as we say in Ojibwe, Benakwi-Jesus. It's the second day of Benakwi-Jesus. Well, it's Tuesday, the second day, but it's actually the 4th day of the month. And today's show, sweetie, is called Humility and Authenticity. The Badin Dizzy Win. Humility. But I was thinking about humility. And I don't think... The other day we were talking about the 7 Anishinaabe values. Remember that, sweetie? Oh, yeah. And I'm thinking today we can talk a little bit about... Or maybe you would like to talk about it. I don't know. But I was thinking about humility, and I don't think it means what people think. Or I don't think Dubba Dane Dizzy Wind actually means humility. What I think it means is closer to authenticity, being real, being who you really are. So, I mean, I don't want to hijack your show if you have something else planned.
I have absolutely nothing else planned.
Okay, so can you do me a favor?
What's that?
Can you teleport me outside? I'm going to put out some tobacco. I want to pray that Gitchimanadu will help me talk about this stuff.
Yeah?
And then I'm going to talk about this stuff.
Oh, okay, great.
Okay. You guys want to come outside?
All right, let's hang on. That's 1 to teleport.
Yep, just me.
And I'm going to take you outside. All right. You ready?
Yep.
1 to teleport.
Make it so, number 1. Yeah, here we go. The Badane Dizzy Win. Humility. Authenticity. Is what I think it is. But before we do all that, I'm going to put a little tobacco to say a quick prayer. Great Spirit, please accept my tobacco. Kitchimanadu, Taka Otapanan Niwi Asema. Please help me to speak well today. Taka Witukawishan Ando Minawe Noongum. Help me to talk about Dubadane Dizzy Win. About humility. Give me the Nabuako win. Help me with today's Natasha's Nabuako win. Natasha's wisdom. And thank you for everything that you do. Miigwech Kaiji Kakina Keku. Gaiji Chikea Noongum. Thanks for listening. Miigwech Kapisadawiyeg. Amen. Apayenge. So today's moment of Auntie Natasha's wisdom. Nibwakawin. In the Ojibwe 7, the 7 Anishinaabe values, the 7 grandfather teachings, whatever. We talk about 2 of them. Let's see, what is it? There's wisdom, honesty, humility. What am I going to talk about today? Love, truth, courage, and respect. Nibwakawin is wisdom. And I think wisdom has nothing to do with how many books you read, how well you understand, the electric circuitry of your house or whatever. It's not about intelligence. Wisdom is something that you kind of earn through living, grief. Wisdom is seeing through lies. Wisdom is knowing how to live in life, whatever. So sometimes it's really good to talk to your elders. They tell us, make sure you honor your elders. You don't do that because, they might give you money or something. it's surprising how many elders, most of us get some wisdom. If you survive and become an elder, you're going to get some wisdom. So I asked the Creator to give me some wisdom today. Goyakwa dizzy win. And then another value is honesty. Help me to be honest. Tagawi tukawishin ando eya goyakwa dizzy win. Help me to be honest. Noon goom today. Help me honest and give me some wisdom so I can help the kids. With some humility. Why don't you get off your high horse, young lady? So, I've heard this, we have this expression around here. We call people being Indianish. Oh, that girl, she's just Indianish. She's just quiet. She doesn't want to talk. Oh, and we kind of love our little Indianish girls. Oh, look at her. She's so humble. She's not going to raise her hand in class. She's not going to sing a song all by herself. She's not making jokes. She's not, she's shy. That's one of our values. And I kind of feel like we've sort of twisted what the grandfathers meant by being humble. When you look up what humility means, what humble means, they'll say stuff like, having a low opinion of yourself. Not thinking you have much worth. Being lowly, less than, humble. But I don't think that's any way to live. Number one, if you have a good sense, if you're not depressed, it's probably disingenuous. If you actually are happy and grateful, I always thought gratitude should be one of the 7 Anishinaabe values, and not humility. Gratitude. When you're grateful, that means you're grateful, you're happy with who you are. You're happy with the way things turned out. You accept. This is me. Hello. Whatever. Look at my face. Isn't it cute? I see this every morning. I can't believe it. If you're truly humble, then you would say, oh no, everyone else is more beautiful than me. Oh no, I'm not very bright. I'm not very funny. I'm not very talented. I have nothing to say. I have no wisdom. That's what people think being humble is. Mm-mm. And once again, please forgive me if you're my elder. I'm not talking to you guys. This is for the kids. Your Auntie Natasha here wants to tell you lay down some Nibwaka wisdom. Being humble, what it should mean is being real, being authentic. Not pretending to be somebody else. The opposite of having humility would be being fake and artificial. Pretending you're to be somebody you're not. People are afraid. There's an old song by Billy Joel. Well, we all have a face that we hide away forever. And we take them out and show ourselves when everyone has gone. But he's talking about everyone wears a mask. And, in these last 2 years, it kind of became true. But everybody has like a fake face. And people pretend to be something they're not. Sometimes just to get by in life. You go to the job. You got to pretend you're happy to be there at 8 o'clock in the morning, at 8, whatever. You have to pretend you like wearing office attire. You have to pretend you're happy to see your boss. There's a lot of not being real. Then you start doing your job. Hello, I'm a salesman for said company. And I'm excited to share this news with you. Are you really? You really that excited about Dawn dishwasher liquid or whatever you're selling? No, you're being inauthentic, not real. But if you have courage to get real, okay, wait. It's here somewhere. Aquade, a win. Aquade, a win. If you have courage and you have respect for yourself, yeah, respect for your Mother Earth, respect the elders, whatever. You gotta, Manadenda means you also have to respect yourself. You gotta respect that you were created by the Creator himself, all right? It's not respectful to yourself to be too humble, to think you're not all that. So, take some Aqua de Ewen, have some courage. Be brave. Don't be like the cowardly lion. You gotta be brave. But then, you gotta be real. Authentic. That's the kind of humility I think they were talking about. When you're fake, you're always telling people what you are. I saw this guy in a YouTube video. He goes, I'm a good person. I'm a really good person. I do a lot to help other people. I'm a good person. And I remember thinking, if you gotta say I'm a good person and kind of argue your point, you're probably not a good person. I think it was Queen Elizabeth. She said, if you have to say you're a strong leader, you're neither. Or something like that. But if you have courage and respect for yourself, and the humility, I guess. Here's another example. This is for the girls. This is for my sisters. Some people say wearing lots of makeup and fake eyelashes, lipstick, is not being very humble. That's not our way. You shouldn't paint up your face and be fake. You should be who you are. You should be proud of yourself. Wash off your face. Sometimes they talk about Anishinabekwe. Anishinabekwe, Indian woman, has to be humble, the most humble. We wear our skirts all the way to our ankles. You don't see Indian women dressing like how they depict Pocahontas. Pocahontas didn't dress like that. We don't show our belly buttons. Back in the day, we had more humility than that. But also we weren't like flaunting. There's a way of being, an authentic way of being. I mean, yeah, okay, there's probably the outliers where, I'm just a free spirit and I gotta walk around with just my braids covering my boobs. Okay, fine. 1 in a million are like that. But the rest of us, will put a blanket on when it's cold. You don't pretend to be something you're not. So the humility isn't thinking you're not as smart, good, not sharing your talents, your gifts, your humor. The humility is in being just as real as you can be. Just be yourself. Gitche Manadu made you to be the way you are. He doesn't want you to be like, somebody you admire on TV. There can only be one Billie Eilish. And she ain't you. Let Billie Eilish be Billie Eilish. You have to be who you really are. And maybe you're kind of goofy and stupid and have a weird sense of humor, then you better share that. Don't. There's like a famous quote by somebody who's not Nelson Mandela. Nelson Mandela gets misquoted as saying, you have no right to hide your glory or whatever. You have to share your gift. You have no right. It doesn't serve the world to pretend to be small. You got to get out there and dance and, hey, everybody. Because if you do that, you make it okay for other people to do that. You're creating, get up here. There's room for everybody on the dance floor. There's room for everybody in the powwow. You ever have like a white person go, hey, is it okay if I go to a powwow? Is that like an Indian thing, or can white people go? And you're like, what, are you kidding me? We invented the powwow so we can invite white people. It's for you guys. You think we like fry bread? No. We're trying to sell that. Come on. Come watch look at our beautiful dresses and dancing we're going to be. But yeah, no, it's for everyone. So it's interesting, And here's my final Auntie Natasha's words of Nabwakawin. Words of wisdom. Words of wisdom, Lloyd. Words of wisdom. Nobody's going to give you permission. I waited around a long time, kind of secretly wanting to be myself. I always thought I could be, like when I was younger, you kind of pretend to get along, to fit in, to fade in. Some of us, we just want to fade into the background. Oh. But then I secretly also wanted to be in the spotlight. I thought, well, if I could really be my true self, I'd be singing and dancing and telling jokes and being the center of attention and whatever. I wouldn't be this faceless, nameless member of the crowd. And as I waited, keep waiting, well, if I became successful as a singer. What if I sang a song that was on the radio and then people would come see me sing that song? Then I could be myself. But I'd have to wait for a record company to tell me, yeah, you're a singer now. I'd have to wait for, I don't know how many people to go, yeah, go ahead, you can dance around. There is nobody there. But the good news is, nobody's telling you don't do it. If there's a lot of sixth graders, I think, out there, at least when I was like a sixth grader, I just felt this pressure that people wanted me to conform into being a certain kind of person. But I wanted to be another kind of person. And this isn't rainbow flag nonsense. This is about being your true, authentic self. Oh, so nobody's going to give you permission, but also nobody's telling you don't do it. Tell you the truth, whoever you want to be, if you kind of assert yourself, you go out there and you say, hey, you know what? Guess what? I am way into this thing. I am this kind of person. These are my interests. These are my gifts. It might surprise some people. They go, what? Really? You love fishing? Why do you love fishing so much? I don't know. I think it's great. I'm going to spend all my time and interest and read about fishing. I'm going to become a fisherman. It's like, that's insane. Yeah, I know, huh? Well, see, I'm going fishing. Or whatever. That's a bad example. But, nobody's, keeping you from doing it. Like with Michael. Michael always wanted to be a cartoonist. We call him the rock star cartoonist because that was his dream when he was a little boy. He was going to be a rock star or a cartoonist or a rock star cartoonist. Somebody who goes and plays rock concerts and then on a weekend draws cartoons. You know, it's the kind of job a kid would think for himself. You know, maybe he could draw cartoons on a stage with lights and guitar players or something. But he kept waiting for years for someone to notice his books or his comic strips. And he kept drawing children's books and coloring books, and he kept on trying to become a cartoonist. Until one day he woke up and he looked back and he went, for crying out loud, I've been drawing cartoons now for 30 years. I've got a stack of books, of children's books I've illustrated. I've got a whole resume of illustrations from newspapers and magazines. And he realized, like, oh, somewhere along the line I became an artist. Waiting, trying to become an artist. It's that you become an artist immediately, the first day. But we don't think of ourselves like that because we think somebody's got to give us the award. Oh, you got to get the degree. Here's your college degree. You majored in cartooning. You know, go on. Now you're officially a cartoonist. Nah, you could do anything you want in life. You just start doing it. Now you're it. I want to be an actor. Really? Yeah, watch this. To be or not to be. Boom. You're an actor. It worked. Now go do what you love. And I think when we finally do that, Gichimanadu, that's the path. Everybody's path, the first step requires you to be authentic. You gotta, don't pretend to be somebody you're not. Don't act all fake. Don't dress like Pocahontas, you know. But also don't be something you're not. And if you don't know who you are, go talk to your grandma. Your grandma knows who you are. If you think grandma doesn't know who you really are and you identify as something else, rethink what grandma says. Grandma probably knows you better than you do. All right? That's all the farther I'm going to go with that. You got to trust grandma. All right. Well, I hope that was helpful. What? I just had this on my mind. I wanted to talk about it for the kids. Yeah. On my live stream. I'm talking to the birds. Beneshi Yug. Yeah, on YouTube. I don't think they have YouTube out here. All right, I gotta go back. But I'll see you again. Gigawaba man, Minowa. Boop, boop, boop. Beep, beep. Beep, beep.
Hello, BOOZHOO.
Hi, sweetie.
Oh, hi. You ready to come home?
Yeah, can you pick me up?
All right, hang on. Let me scan for your coordinates.
Okay.
1 to teleport.
Make it so, number 1. See you later, birds.
Oh, there she is.
Well, hi.
How is it outside?
Oh, just beautiful.
Did you put out some tobacco?
Yep, put out some tobacco, and then I spent some time talking about humility. Natasha's Auntie Natasha's Nebuakoin.
Oh, did you do a moment of wisdom for the kids?
Yep.
Oh, that's awesome.
Hey, do we have a song today?
Oh, man, did we not pull up a song?
I don't think we did.
Do you want to take a call then?
Yeah, I'll take a call.
Line 2?
Line 2. Hello, caller. Welcome to the BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO podcast. You're on the air. I'm Natasha. Juicy, is that you?
Yes, it's me, Jesse Spillane. I just want to know, what's your simple word of the day?
First of all, quit crying.
I started crying.
All right. Today is Nijoki Good, the second day.
He's good. The second day, Tuesday.
Juicy, what's the matter?
I don't know. Nobody likes me anymore. Everybody wants to get me.
No, they don't.
No, it's true. The stupid towns are racist and you're homophobic. I just wanted to get a sandwich and they wouldn't let me.
Listen, let's not rehash the past, okay? I think you got off just fine.
No, I'm the gay Tupac.
Number one, that's redundant. Tupac was gay. But, you're fine. Listen, I'm glad you called in, Juicy. I want to talk about, a little humility.
I'm humble. I'm humble. It's just that they're racist against me.
Yeah, I know. Humility doth a Dane dizzy wind, but authenticity. You know, sometimes you need to have a little humility. It can be the opposite of humble to think you're so special that the world's out to get you too. Have a little humility and realize nobody cares enough about you to try to keep you down.
No, they hate me because of my show. They hate my show.
Nobody watches your show. I don't even know what it's called.
It's called Boardwalk Empire, okay?
I don't think it's called Boardwalk Empire. Is it? Sweetie, is it called Boardwalk Empire?
I think it's called Empire.
Your show's called Empire.
What's Boardwalk Empire then?
I don't know. I think it was a movie or something.
But I just wanted to be a movie star.
Well, you were a TV star, and then you pulled this stupid prank. Anyway. What else?
Does Michael Lyons have a book that will teach me the Ojibwe word of the day? I want to learn the Ojibwe word of the day.
Well, yeah, he does, actually. If you'd like to order a book that has words and phrases in Ojibwe,
yeah, is there some book that I can learn? Can I order it on Amazon?
Yeah, if you quit crying, you can click the links below, and you can order a book by Michael Lyons.
That seems pretty easy. How much is it?
How much is your book, Michael?
I don't know. That one's like $8 or $9 or something.
It's like $8 or $9.
What if I wanted to support the show?
If you want to support the show, you can sign up on Patreon.
Patreon? What's that?
Well, Patreon is a website where we people give us like $10 or $20 a month just automatically, and then we send them one of these books. If you sign up for $20 a month, we'll send you a coffee cup too.
a coffee cup? Is there a coffee cup that can collect my tears?
Yep, you can collect your tears in a BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO coffee cup. But yeah, so there's that. But really, come on, quit crying.
I'm not crying.
You're clearly crying.
No. I want every little kid out there to be able to look at me as an example. And no, I fought back.
Juicy, I gotta go.
How do you say goodbye in Ojibwe?
We don't say goodbye. We say, I will see you again. Giga min. Minawa.
Giga Minawa. Juicy.
Your name is Juicy. I'm Natasha.
I know that, but goodbye, Natasha.
I can only take so much of him in the morning.
Yeah, I can't believe he's still crying like that.
Sometimes you just gotta man up.
I know, huh?
All right, I'm just gonna dig through this on the fly. See if we can find a song that doesn't suck.
This song doesn't suck.
Yeah, but we just played it the other day. How about... There's that. There's that. Neiman Wayndom, oh my noon goom. Okay, this could teach a little... Oh, here we go. This is funny. Andy A. Benjamin. Here's a song we recorded. Andy A. NANABOOZHOO, Andy A. NANABOOZHOO.
Oh my beaneen, oh my beaneen.
Anin AGAIan.
Nimi no ea miigwech.
Giga waba min. Minawa. Ande ea means where is. We should have did this for the Ojibwe words.
Yeah.
Oma benin. Here I am. Oma benin. Oma benin. And then Anin AGAIan. How are you today? How are you? Just how are you? Anin AGAIan. Nimi no ea. I am well. Miigwech, thank you. I am well, thank you. Giga waba min. Mina wa. I'll see you again. Here's your Ojibwe lesson of the day. And up next, you ready? Sure. Up next, NANABOOZHOO. Oh, Michael's in this video too, huh?
Yep.
All right, let's let it fly. Benjamin, Andy A. Benjamin.
Oma benin, Oma benin.
Anin AGAIan.
Nimi no ea miigwech.
Giga waba min. Minawa. Andy A. Michael. Andy A. Michael.
Oma beaneen, oma beaneen.
Anin AGAIan.
Nimi no ea miigwech.
Giga waba min. Minawa. BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO, Neiman Wayndom, Oma Noongoom. 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 Hey everybody!
And welcome back to the show. I am NANABOOZHOO, and on the guitar, Michael Lyons. And in the studio with us, the lovely and talented Natasha. And today is Sunday. In the Anishinaabe language, we call this Anama E Gija Good, Prayer Day. So I think what I'd like to do is say a little prayer in the Anishinaabe language. And I'll translate it for you. But this is just a good Sunday prayer if you're interested in, that kind of thing. Gitche Manadu, Great Spirit. Miigwech Kakina Gegu, Kaiji Chikean Nungom. Thank you for everything that you do today. Miigwech Kaiji Webak. Thank you for the weather. Miigwech Kaiji Gija Guk. Thank you for this day. And Miigwech Kaiji Bimadaziyan. Thank you for my life. Miigwech Bezandawiya Gitche Manadu. Thank you for listening. And this is your Sunday morning Anama E, your Sunday morning prayer. So okay, now we're talking. Lick it up.
Don't wanna wait for an invitation. Lick it up, lick it up. You gotta live like you're on vacation. Lick it up, lick it up. Do you live like you're on vacation? Sometimes. I don't wanna wait for an invitation. Hey, Friendship's here, sweetie. No way, BOOZHOO, Friendship. BOOZHOO, Friendship 1. Maybe Sabe is here. Bigfoot. I think Friendship had a Bigfoot sighting. Oh no. Mindy Moya, Redbird. How you doing there? Mino Giga Shape. Good morning. Why don't you and Surrealist? Why don't you and Surrealist sit down and have some coffee? Sweetie, can we get some coffee for Mindy Moya and Surrealist? How about John Redcorn? Yeah, you might as well put on a whole pot. I'm going to put on the percolator pot. Yeah, put on the big pot. Percolate some of that old style coffee. We'll see if we can't grow some chest hair on John yet. Don't you worry, John. After you get done with some of our old style, the old traditional coffee, percolator coffee, the way that grandfathers drank it, you get some hair on your chest. That's what they told me when I was a kid. Yeah, drink that. It'll put hair on your chest. Like, why would I want hair on my chest? It'll put hair on your foot knuckles. Victoria King, BOOZHOO, Vicky King. She says, Happy October to Natasha. Mino, what's October? I'm glad you asked. That's our word of the day. Benakwikisis, falling leaves, leaves falling moon. The leaves are falling, sweetie. Time marches on. The trees are balding. The trees are suffering from male pattern baldness. Soon the trees will be as bald as Willow Smith's mom. Jada Pinkett Smith. Jada Pinkett Smith. Don't you make fun of Jada Pinkett Smith. Will Smith will slap your face. It's what I learned watching TV a year ago or whenever that happened. But yeah, so the leaves are falling. Although it's been really nice in the afternoons around here. I know, it's like been in the 70s. Yeah, yesterday was like 71 degrees. It was cloudy and autumny, but warm. It's just perfect. It seemed like when I was a kid and we had more mosquitoes,
I don't know if it's just where I lived at the time, but you always like to see it get cold because the mosquitoes went away after the first frost. And then you could play outside and not worry about getting eaten up by mosquitoes Yeah, when I was a kid, every sundown was when mosquitoes came out. Half the time you'd be chased out of playing baseball by mosquitoes rather than anything else. Yeah. Where have the mosquitoes gone? How come nobody cares about saving the lives of mosquitoes? That's, where's Greta Thunberg when it comes to global warming killing off the mosquitoes? Yeah. Yeah, nobody cares about Zagame except me. I'm the only one. You're the only one. Thank God for you. Thank God for me. Thank you, Kichimanadu, for me. What? Nothing. Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Lyons. I liked how Juicy Smollett wanted to know about Michael's books. Yeah, he still wants to learn the Ojibwe word. Hey, sweetie, you want to take a call? A telephone call? Yeah, line 2. Line 2. Caller, welcome to BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO. You're on the air. Hey, yo, NANABOOZHOO, how you doing? Hey, Sylvester Stallone. Yeah, you can call me Sly. Sweetie, it's Sly Stallone. Well, hi, Sly. How are you? Hey, I'm not too bad. Not too bad. I landed on my feet. I gave my ex-wife half my money. But then me and my new dog, we're going for a run. Oh, that's great. Oh, you still doing your morning runs? Oh, yeah, you gotta do that. I like to get up early, and then I drink a glass of eggs. And then me and Butkus Jr., that's what I named a new dog. Butkus Jr.? Yeah, that's right. Because Butkus, my beloved puppy from the movie. Yeah? He started his journey. He went on to the land of everlasting happiness. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, buddy. Yeah, it's tough when you lose your pup. But I got a new dog, and I put a tattoo on my shoulder of his lovable face. Yeah, I heard about that. Did you hear about that, sweetie? That Sylvester Stallone tattooed his dog's face over his wife's face? Yeah, I thought that was hilarious. Yeah, I had a different tattoo underneath it that I wanted to cover up. Something I kind of wanted to forget. Your ex-wife? Yeah. You'd think after all those blows to the head I took, that it'd be easier to forget her face. But I wasn't going to take a chance. So I had them tattoo a dog on my shoulder. Okay. What can I do for you this morning? I was wondering, how do you say October in Ojibwe? Oh, in Ojibwe? Well, in the Ojibwe language, we call October the falling leaves moon, or Benakwi-Kizis. Benakwi-Kizis, leaves falling moon, October, Benakwi-Kizis. Yeah, that's real good. Benakwi-Kizis, the leaves falling moon. You know what that reminds me of? What's that? Oh, there was a time I went toe-to-toe with Apollo Cree, and he kept on pounding my head, and he wanted me to fall. But I didn't fall. I wanted to go the distance. I thought, no one's ever gone the distance with Apollo in the past. And if I could just go the distance, then I could prove to the world that I wasn't just some bum from the neighborhood. Yeah. There, you know what? I'm glad you called. Our other Ojibwe phrase of the day was humility. But Natasha was talking about it being like authenticity. I think there's something so... Your character, Rocky, what you talk about? In the movie Rocky? Oh, that's right. That was a movie. Sometimes I forget. I took a lot of blows to the head. So sometimes my head, it don't work so good. Yeah. But Rocky was so humble. And yet, it wasn't like he acted like he wasn't as good. He didn't deserve It wasn't about deserving a chance at fighting the world champion boxer guy. You know, what's his name? Apollo Creed. Yeah, Apollo Creed. But yeah, in your authenticity, you were your true self. I don't know. Maybe I don't have anything to say about this. But Dubba does he win? It's humility. Dubba does he win? Oh, humility. Is that like when you humiliate somebody in the ring? No, that's just the opposite. That's why it's not a value to be humiliated or humbled. It's to be authentic, but also true to yourself, real, gritty, much like Rocky was. That's right, Rocky had Dubba does he win? Yeah. Listen, Nanaboozhoo. Yeah? I'm going to tell you something you already know. What's that? Life. It ain't all sunshine and roses. I know, huh? I don't care how tough you are. You, me, life will knock you down to your knees and keep you there if you let it. I know. And so just remember that. I sure will. Anything else I can do for you today? Oh, no, you know. I think I better go for the run with Bupkiss. Butkiss? Yeah, whatever his name is. And go drink some eggs. Oh, that's gross. Have you thought about just maybe pouring them into a pan and frying them, and you can eat the eggs? You don't have to drink it. It's the same nutritional value. Yeah, but I don't got a lot of time to waste. I got to slam it before I run. Okay. How do you say goodbye in Ojibwe? Well, we don't really say goodbye, Sly. We say, I will see you again. Gi gawabamin minawa. Well, gi gawabamin minawa, Nanaboozhoo.
Gi gawabamin minawa, Sly.
Hey, yo, you too, Natasha. Gi gawabamin minawa. Yeah, see ya, Sly. Oh, yeah, forget about it. That guy's so cool.
I know.
Sylvester Stallone. Why would any woman leave him?
I don't know. There's probably 200 million reasons why.
Yeah, I guess. I can think of 200 million reasons why Sylvester Stallone's wife filed for divorce. Poor guy.
I know.
This is why I'm never going to make any money.
Why?
Because I don't want to give you incentive to leave me.
You think if you had $400 million, I would leave you and take half?
Yep.
Yeah, you're probably right.
There you go. Stay humble, guys. You get too rich, get too cool, you'll get some woman that's out of your league, and then eventually she'll divorce you, take half your stuff. And that's all she wrote.
That's all she wrote.
But yeah. So I thought it was pretty funny. He got a tattoo of his dog to cover the tattoo of his wife. He had a tattoo of his wife on his shoulder.
Yeah.
But I think he still has a good relationship with his daughters. And let's face it, you see a picture of Sylvester Stallone with his wife and his 3 daughters. It's like he's standing next to 4 women the same age. His wife looked really young.
Yeah.
But one of I didn't watch it, but one of the daughters interviewed her dad, Sylvester Stallone, recently. So I don't think there's ill will, like, I don't know. I don't think this was like Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes, where she had to make an escape. Hey, how come Katie Holmes didn't get a big payout?
Didn't she?
Actually, she might have. I don't know. Nobody tells me anything about their divorces anymore.
Yeah.
So Katie Holmes and Tom Cruise couldn't make it work. Sylvester Stallone and his old lady couldn't make it work. What's his name? Screw your freedoms.
Schwarzenegger?
Yeah, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Hey!
What? That's his name. Schwarzenegger. He and his wife. Have you seen her?
Oh, she's terrifying.
Hikes. For Dig If You Will a Picture Day, I should have pulled up a picture of her. Oh, she looks like a Klingon. What's her name?
Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue.
Michael, do you remember not Sylvester Stallone, but Arnold Schwarzenegger's wife's name? That was she wasn't a Kennedy, but she was the daughter of John F. Kennedy's wife, Jackie Onassis. Was she an Onassis? No, she was a Kennedy, actually. Yeah, that's what I thought. Kennedy, somebody Kennedy. Anyway, Mrs. Schwarzenegger. Like the plastic surgery has backfired. Maria Shriver, says Wally Bear. Thank you, Wally Bear. Maria Shriver looks like a Klingon now. It's like something happened where all of her plastic surgery is fighting back, and now her forehead is ballooned. Her head's the shape of a helium balloon.
A helium balloon?
Or one of those balloons you ride around in, whatever that's called.
Yeah.
And she's just scary ugly. Scary ugly. It's not even a question of being old looking. Why do people think that being an old looking woman is so much worse than being an old woman with plastic surgery looking?
I don't know. I would never get plastic surgery.
I wouldn't either. I think it's stupid. And I don't think they've worked out the technology yet. I think it's still this, we'll stretch your skin. We'll shoot some weird whatever in your face. It'll take 10 years off your face and your life, apparently. But anyway, so the important thing is Schwarzenegger got a divorce.
Did he?
I think so. Gwen Carley goes, I just looked up her picture. Yikes. I know, huh? Maybe tomorrow I'll pull up a picture of Maria Shriver. It kind of makes you rethink, what did the maid look like? Arnold Schwarzenegger got his maid pregnant. And I think the most unforgivable thing about that isn't so much... It's unforgivable that he cheated on his wife. But when he got the maid pregnant, he just pretended it never happened, kept the maid on the payroll, and then she'd bring her baby, his baby, to work sometimes. And he didn't recognize his son until his son was like a teenager and looked exactly like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
And then he was like, yeah, okay, it's my kid. And Maria Shriver's like, I couldn't help but notice the maid's son is spitting image of you. But, he's a really bad dad. That's about the worst thing I can say about a guy. Arnold Schwarzenegger, you're a bad dad. All right? I'm not going to say anything about your acting ability, your governing ability, or whatever that was about. None of that. But I will go on record to say you're a bad dad. You pretended you weren't your son's dad. That's worse than the fact that your dad was a Nazi, a member of the Hitler Youth. Actual Hitler Youth, sweetie.
I keep forgetting that.
Yeah. Screw my freedoms, Arnold Schwarzenegger. At least my dad didn't serve the Nazi party in whatever weird country you're from. Austria? I don't know. Some place where nobody can speak right. Arnold Schwarzenegger is the only guy with perfect hearing who speaks like he's deaf.
Yeah.
Beethoven had a more pleasing voice. Oh, that's an obscure joke. You want to see my impression of Beethoven? Is it Beethoven or Bach that was deaf?
I think it was Beethoven. Ludwig von Beethoven. No, it was Bach. I don't know who it was.
One of those guys was deaf. And you go, wow. How do you write music if he was deaf?
Well, he wrote it on paper.
Yeah, that's not the same thing. You got to play the piano to write it. How would he know what it sounded like?
I think he became deaf after he was famous.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Anyway, so Tuesdays. Nijo Gija Good. Dig, if you will, a picture day. Here's a picture of the sun. Jesus. Here comes the sun. No, no, no. Nothing controversial about this, YouTube. We're just looking at the sun. La-di-da-di-dum. Why do people think the sun is yellow?
Because it used to be yellow.
I know. When I was a kid, I swear that sun was more yellow than it is today. Looks awfully flat too, huh?
Sure does.
I heard somebody say, yeah, well, they say the world is 70% water.
Mm-hmm.
They say that it is provably, observably, scientifically correct to call the sea level. It is sea level. There is no curve whatsoever anywhere on the world. It is sea level. See that the world is level. But you tell somebody that the earth is flat and they have this reaction. I had it to a small degree, but I wasn't quite the jerk most people are when I heard about it the first time. I went, what? That's stupid. You're stupid if you think the earth is flat. Stupid person. But that's because we've all been brainwashed, hypnotized, to have this weird reaction if you question the globe model. That in particular. For some reason, it is off limits. Everyone's been brainwashed to not allow anyone to question what they were taught about the model, the theory that the earth is a ball that spins and moves around the sun. But more so, they don't even know the model that what flat earthers believe. Flat earthers don't even believe in outer space. There's not going to be any flat earther, I can say this on behalf of everybody, who's going to write in and say, yeah, no, I believe the earth is flat. I'm with you there, NanaBOOZHOO. But we were still floating around in outer space around the sun, which is 495 million miles away. No, none of that. But everybody, if you Google Flat Earth, Google will give you the Flat Earth Society website, the Disinformation Society website that tries to make people who say the earth is obviously flat seem crazy or stupid. Whatever. That's not a ball. But it's a fascinating topic, sweetie.
Yeah, it is.
Because that's where you can see where a person's mind, how far it can go. People will stop. They don't want to look at it. They don't want to think about it. It's very painful to consider it and to learn that what you thought was one thing is not true. People would rather continue believing a lie than to have to throw out what they believe. You know, the deeper I go into the whole flat earth thing, the more I realize it's just the rabbit hole itself. It's about what the mind is willing to do. You know. Oh, wow, sweetie, we're out of time.
We were out of time 5 minutes ago.
Oh, listen to me yammer on and on. Ladies and gentlemen, the Rockstar Cartoonist here would like to say, what would you like to say? Thank you so much for watching, everyone. We really appreciate you. Yeah, we do. You want to add anything?
No, that's good.
All right. Hey, everyone. Sorry for me going off on the flat earth again. But just want to say, miigwech bizandawiyeg. Thank you for listening. Dash miigwech ganawabiyeg. And thank you for watching. BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO. What happened to the text? Why is it so small?
It's little now.
BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO. The podcast about Ojibwe language and my eyes. I will see you again. Gigawabamin. Minowa. Oh. All right, good job, sweetie.
Yeah, you too.
So what else we got going on today?
Gonna do laundry?
We could. I gotta mail out the rest of the bills.
Yeah.
Do you want to strike the set, Michael? Yeah, if you want. All right, hold on. Computer. Boop, boop, boop. And simulation of office, drawing board, window, whatever. Boop, 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 boop. Let's see. Yeah. I'm just glad we have this holodeck.
Why is the holodeck so important to you?
Well, without it, we wouldn't be able to do the live stream.
Yeah, I suppose.
All right. You ready to get out of here?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Let me set the coordinates. And we can both teleport out of here.
Okay. 2 to teleport.
Make it so, number one.